What's up, Soil brothers and Soil sisters? How y'all doing?
Soil family. Yo, it's hello times two today, right? What's up, Vanessa Buckman? I know she was here earlier. Chan Moss Farm. Is it Azalea? I want to say Azalea. Don't beat me up. My memory ain't too good. But what's up? 2%, GT Jr., Ronnie Weaver. What? Ronnie Weaver, you got those seeds? You getting those seeds together, girl? And the pots, something. Azalea. Yeah. Melissa Jameson chiming in from Facebook for a second. Pass sheet. So y'all, I ain't gonna sit and beat around the bush because we are here to celebrate this beautiful little life. Happy heavenly birthday, Lovey. Yes,
Happy
it
birthday.
is all about Lovey. Look, we got so many special birthdays today. We got Mom's birthday,
Mhm. Dr. King.
Dr. King.
Mhm.
Who else we got? Betty White,
Mhm.
Michelle
Michelle
Obama.
Obama. Mhm.
Come on. Is it Michelle Obama's birthday? I did not know that.
It's either today or yesterday.
Goodness. Anyway, my husband said, no seeds yet, Michelle Obama. But it's some great people birthdays, you know, in January today. And one of our great people are Miss West. Lovey.
Lovey.
That's our Lovey. Let me tell you, she lived a full 108 years of life. I mean, she is the reason why I keep saying we got to take care of ourselves now because you never stop living. That lady lived, she lived until, hey, she lived every single day. I mean, every single day. I can remember the Friday and Saturday just as clear before she passed away. And it was a full life. Nothing to be sad about. Do I miss her? I miss her. You know, she was home with us. And so we brought her home with us in March because we didn't want her to be locked up in a nursing home or anywhere where we couldn't see her, didn't know what was going on with
No
her,
homestead
and all those good things. Oh, being homestead Aquarius, Vanessa Buckner. So we brought her home with us to keep her safe. And so we could make sure she was okay to eat, you know, all that good stuff. She was not walking. She fell a couple years ago and she refused to walk. She was afraid of falling again, so she just refused to walk. So we keep hearing a lot of static. What's that, guys? A lot of static. Hold on a second. Let me try to fix this. Check that. Still a lot of static.
Pretty much.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Let me fix this.
And they probably can't hear it either.
I don't know. Okay.
That
Maybe that's
part.
better. All right. Can y'all hear us now? Let's see if that's better. Much better. I don't know
Ah.
what we did, but they don't bump the table too much because I don't know.
Struggle, screaming.
Yeah, struggle streaming. But okay. So as I was saying, I don't know how long it's been. What, 2 years? 2 years ago, I think it was. We brought her home with us because we didn't want her in a nursing home where you couldn't go and visit, and you really didn't know. Y'all know how it was when before we went into lockdown. So in my mind, I was saying, let's bring her home for 2 weeks, let this thing do what it's gonna do, and then we'll go back. No, we ended up moving her in, which was fine because I mean it was so much fun having her here. She was like the life of the party. So her name is Sandy West, and to our house to her was like her little island. So she is named the lady who saved an island because she owned an island in Georgia. Her little island in Georgia is little. My husband like, yeah. So her little island is called. I got a couple books, and I will link all of her books in the description. They tell all about her life story, who she was, what she did to save an island, which is called Asaba. So let me see if my husband can make it. That's one of her books. The Lady Who Saved an Island, the story of Sandy West and Asaba Island. Hey, Rosaline. So Asaba Island is the name of her island. And like I said, I will link because some of these books are for sale on Amazon. So she lived on her island until she was 102, I think, ish. She was well over 100 when she moved off the island, and she came off the island because if she got sick or hurt, you had to either helicopter your way out there or by boat. So it was just too much trying to get her back and forth, doctor's appointments, caregivers out there. It was a lot. So they brought her in, and so she could be inland with us. And she lived, she was happy, very happy. She thanked us all the time. She always had her eyes on this one. As long as he was moving around, she was looking. So she still had her fire for men.
And just to be clear, her island is not accessible by vehicle. You have to take a boat to it
Yeah, you can only get to her island by boat, and
or
the only
helicopter.
way you can visit her island is through her foundation, which is Asaba Foundation. So there are a few books about Asaba if you wanted to find out about this lovely island. We'll make a short video because we do have like tons of pictures and videos, but we go and visit. We haven't been in a year.
It's been that long?
Yeah, because we went. The last time we went out there was about 2 days after she passed away, and we hadn't been back. So that was when um she said she old, but she ain't blind. She definitely wasn't blind, and it was nothing wrong with her taste buds 2%. Because, woo, that lady loved to eat. But the last time we went to the island was when we went to the Buckhead house, and the snake was there. So you want to tell that story?
Man. So she has this little cabin out by the marsh that she
Her getaway, her
that was her
hideaway.
little getaway. And we went to visit it, you know, just because, we wanted to pay our respects. And I think that's what she wanted to be
She
buried
wanted
at
her
some
ashes
point.
to go there.
Yeah. So we went down there, me, my wife, and about four of us. There's about four other people,
Um,
three other people, four other people.
me, you,
La
three.
la.
It was
Um,
three of us.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went down there and we was just walking around, trying traveling through the woods, looking into the little getaway, and all of a
We were
sudden,
so amazed that this little house, it had a little bed and a little stove in there. It
mm,
was so cute. And she would go there to hang out. And all of a sudden, our friends were walking around the house, and me and my husband was sitting. I was sitting on the porch. He was sitting on a tree.
mm,
And all of a sudden, he said,
I just asked him. I said, "What's that noise?" And all you heard was a loud. I said, "What's that noise?" And nobody was paying it attention. It was loud.
it was so loud.
And then all of a sudden, everybody else started paying attention. Then we realized that behind the little house where one of our friends was a rattlesnake,
Oh
about
my God.
that big around.
That sucker was so loud. It sounded like, you know how it is when you release the pressure on a pressure cooker? That's how it sounds. Like so loud. And I'm like, man, they didn't even hear that. They were like, oh shit, a snake. Let me tell you, y'all know I'm scared of everything. I'm freaked out because I'm like, we in the woods and we gotta walk through the woods with more snakes. And it wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot. But he was moving so slow. But that snake it was a rattlesnake.
Yeah, it was just
so
it was too cold for him to actually have good reflexes. So
yeah.
our friend was standing right over him, like walked right past him, and one misstep, like he could have stepped right on him, and you know, I mean, that was a humongous snake.
That was a scary moment.
Yeah,
I
so
looked her up. She definitely made an impact on the world and had a life well spent. You folks took care of a local legend. Yes. Yes. I can remember we had birthday parties for her. Hey, always prepping and Getty radio show. We had birthday parties for her up until 107. 107 was her last birthday party. And so we would go out to eat. Like every Thursday, we would go downtown and listen to music and eat out because she loved to eat. But people would see us and they say, "Oh, hey, oh, it's you. That's the lady." And they would say she was 110. And then I say, no, she, 106 or whatever. And they say, "Oh my God, that is y'all," because they saw us on the news or saw us on something. And I'm like, okay. I mean, like, to me, it wasn't a bunch of hype. It was just me and Lovey,
mhm.
hanging out.
The amazing thing about her is like you will look at her and her life, and then you will say, like, I must be a good person to people now because I can have these kind of people in my life later when I need them.
Yes.
Obviously, she was a great woman because she actually did a lot for people. She helped a lot of people, and later on in life, they was there for her the whole time.
It paid off. She left us with some of the most amazing friends. Like I called my best friend and told her when it was time for her to go, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning. She said, "I'm coming," because she was her friend first. So, and she said, "I'm coming," and I said, "No, it's the middle of the night. It's okay." It was so peaceful, and I did not want anybody to steal her peace. It was so peaceful. No crying, no fussing. Let me tell you, I could hear her fussing at people, at some of the caregivers, and I could not understand why. But me, I'm like, I was her queenie, even though she knew my name. I was her queenie, but she was totally peaceful here with us. I met her at a nursing home. I was taking care of another client who was in their hundreds too. The husband had passed away, so I became this other older lady. She was 100. She was 99. I became her best friend. I was her roommate. I was her everything. If she, I would wait until she would go to sleep, and then I would leave. When I came back the next morning, she would be up downstairs, sitting at the door, waiting for me. So that's when I met Lovey. They needed help with her one day, and I helped. And ever since then, it was like number one and number two. I would take her to get her nails done. We would walk to the shopping center to to the Mexican restaurant. I would put her in my car and ride her anywhere. She spent holidays with us. We would take her places, out to eat or something for holidays. Or like this picture, she was getting her nails done, and she would be totally calm, just sitting there watching them do her nails. A very normal life.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I keep saying, if we take care of ourselves, like it's never too late. Who's to say that 60, 70, 80, or 90 is it for us? 108, even at 107, she will be dancing with my husband.
And treating people the way you want to be treated is important,
Yeah, it's very important.
And
It's
everybody's not going to appreciate that, or going to get that back to you. But
it'll pay off.
as long as you know in your heart you did the right thing, you
Yeah.
treated people good, you just wasn't vicious for no reason whatsoever. I mean, I think later on in life it actually pays off for you.
God take care of people, and he definitely took care of her, and still taking care of her, because obviously she did a lot of great. Not only did she save an island, that island is beautiful. To go and visit Ossabaw Island is like a magical place. You get a whole new feeling when you step off that boat on that dock. You get a whole new feeling.
And it's untouched. Like it's
untouched.
Only thing that's there is her home, which is humongous.
Yeah.
But and another
little house.
It was two other houses.
Yeah, it was another little. Her friend, he kept the grounds straight. It was his house, and it's a guest house there. So
when we say a little island, if y'all ever been to Hilton Head Island,
it's a little bit bigger than
it's bigger than that. So it's not a little island.
Yeah, I'm a caregiver myself. GT, let me tell you, and in my head is never to fall in love with my clients, but every client I have had, like, almost inseparable. To bring her home, it was like what was supposed to happen. I was supposed to bring her home, and she was supposed to live out the rest of her life here with us. We turned her bedroom into our studio, and it's still her bedroom. Her pictures are on the wall. Her things are still here. We did move things around so it can be presentable and we can be comfortable, but this will always be her bedroom. So when we harvest miracle berries, we'll always think about her, because we have that miracle tree because of her. So,
and the thing is, with her being who she was, you can imagine who her friends were, but they now our friends, and you meet them and you'll never know that they are who they are or have what they have. They just as modest, down to earth people that you're going to ever meet.
We have met the best people through her. She had the best friends, and they just took on to us like, and that was before we even brought her here with us. Before we brought her home, it was always, Sherry and Bobby, you want to go fishing? Sherry and Bobby, I'm doing this at my house. Y'all come. We spent Christmas with friends, and everything was we always stay in touch with each other. And when she passed, it was like all they could do was thank us for what we did. But it was like we didn't have a choice. How could you just walk away and leave knowing she may be stuck in a nursing home for God knows how long? No telling what's going on. So who's living in her home on the island? Nobody. So the island went to
the state.
The state.
Yeah, she
sold her island to the state in 1978, before I was born, I think. So she sold the island to the state. Hey, Moon over Miami. But she always had rights to the island until she passed. So the foundation has taken over, and that's how they do tours now. all proceeds go to preservation of the house because let me tell you, that house is a museum.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. It's
It's
like the size of a
20,000.
mall or so. It's
Yeah, it's
big.
about 20,000 square feet ish.
She used to let cows walk through the hallways. That's how big it is.
Exactly, GT. Me too. But yeah, she let her animals walk through the house. There are donkeys out there. I posted a short about the donkeys a while ago, and that's who I feed the carrots to. I take carrots to the donkeys. They will hunt you down. But let me tell you, those donkeys have been there forever, and they are well taken care of. They got some huge alligators. Are they out? Yeah, the alligators out there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
alligator.
alligators.
Yeah.
But those donkeys they handle their business. I
And a
bet you
lot of
would have.
hogs.
Yeah.
From what we heard, the gators that walk through the woods and hunt the hogs. That's crazy.
So Homestead Aquarius, when we got to the trunk and we figured out that, well, first of all, we lost somebody in the woods. I'm like freaked out because I'm like, oh my God, where's Lala? She walked off somewhere taking pictures and we could not find her. But I said, that was Lovey telling us, get the hell from back here. She loved to play tricks and games. And let me tell you, that lady had some sayings. Like my husband will walk through and she say, who that? She would have one eye open, like peeping at him. I said, that rattlesnake was definitely her telling us, get from over here. What are y'all doing? But when you say magical woman with a magical life,
Man, if y'all get a chance to go and tour that island, man, I mean, you will be amazed.
you would be amazed. Yes.
You'll be
Yes.
amazed. Like everything. I mean, nothing. There's no paved roads. I mean, it's
Child Mama
untouched.
said they have tours for $45, but they are sold out. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, I've never been on a tour, so I can't say exactly
Yeah.
what the tour entail. I don't think they go to the house. We had special privileges,
Yeah.
but
We didn't ever go with the tour. We went with the
yeah, we
family.
just went on private time
Yeah.
whenever we wanted to go. But we never took a tour. But I know they do a lot of tours. They do a lot of
You don't think
sleepovers.
the foundation ain't gonna
The foundation are opening back up, but they gotta preserve the house, whatever they need to do to get the house back intact. Because we used to go to the house, but I was afraid to stay.
we were gonna spend a night a few
I
times.
was like, no.
That house is haunted.
Let me tell you, and then you can't see your hand. It's lights and water there, but we would light a fire, but you could not see your hand waving in your face. It wasn't like no street lights out there. It's what 29? Oh, is it 29,000 acres? It's a huge island.
Yeah, they had to from what they told us, they had to bring power from the mainland underwater just so she could have power at her house.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we used to have to walk back in the woods to cut the water on.
Yeah, the water.
Oh my God, I was like trotting behind my husband one time, like don't leave me. But y'all, I see videos of what Asaba was when she lived there. It was like heaven. I mean, you know how you see pictures with all the animals out in the field together, chickens, horse, turkeys, pigs, cow. I mean, everything, donkeys, goats, all different kind of birds. Everything would just be out there all together as if, I mean, I wouldn't be able to stay. I couldn't. And I would tell myself, Ronnie, I would tell myself all the time, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go. I'm going to spend the night. No. I'm like, let's just go back before it get dark. So
hey,
I'm good about that.
I asked them one day, we was all sitting out there. I said, this place haunted? Because it reminds you of a scary movie. Because for one, the rooms are humongous. How many rooms is it?
18.
18. Each one of them got their own bathroom now, and they're all huge.
Yeah.
So to look at the beds, it looked like Amityville Horror. Like it looks scary.
Hate me, young.
And I asked them one day, I said, is this place haunted? And just nonchalantly, they were like, yeah. I'm like, huh? And then each one of them started telling me stories, and they was acting like it was just
No big
normal.
deal.
I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah, no.
yeah.
Ain't nowhere to run. Like
Vanessa Buckner.
it is pitch black out here.
Me too. I am a Allen. I am a land kind of girl. Now my husband always say I could live out here.
I definitely could live out there.
Man, hey,
When I tell
community
you
solution.
it is untouched, just imagine
It's untouched.
like the marshes, just beautiful with exotic looking birds. I mean, to
It's
me,
amazing.
it's magical. Like I can actually live there. I can hunt and fish. The
Yeah.
fishing is immaculate because you can't get there unless you're, go there on a boat.
Yeah. And we had vehicles to get around, so we
Mhm.
would
They had
boat out there
they shipped a couple
and
of vehicles out there
yeah, just
for
move
just for
around.
the family to
So
ride
we would
around
get
on.
in the truck and we would go to the house and drop all our stuff off, cut some L, and then we would get back in the truck and ride to the beach.
Which took like 2 hours.
Oh my God, that was like a 2 hour ride through the woods, bumpity bump. Hopefully it won't rain. Hopefully the tide won't come in and wash the road away. But we would ride to the beach, and it was absolutely beautiful.
And if you was, I mean, the family, they can give you the stories of places that you passed. So that made it even more so because they give you all these stories.
Yeah. So 2%. Nobody. Melissa said that's all that old antique furniture. Beautiful, but it will give you scary movie feeling. Yeah. So nobody
they can't go over there.
Yeah, nobody can get over there to mess anything up. But the foundation, they are gonna fix things up so they can make the tours better because I don't think they ever tour the house. They do a workshop for Asaba, what is it called? Um Indigo. So they do a workshop, I think like once a year. Hey Dominic, Cassandra, LP, and
What's
G Mama
up?
Rose.
What's up, y'all?
They do a workshop for the what is it called? Indigo.
Oh, we talking about the plant?
The plant.
I don't know what they call it.
I think it's called Asaba Indigo, but where they dye things blue. It is so beautiful.
We're gonna get us some of them plants.
Yeah, we got to get some of the plants. I had one, but I just had one that was before I even cared about plants. But now it's like, why did I let it go? But I actually have a shirt that was dyed there and a scarf, I think, behind the door that was dyed out there. But
and for y'all who don't know what indigo is, it's a plant they use to dye clothing.
Yeah.
With what is it? A blue color?
It's a blue color.
Yeah.
So I was gonna see.
They grow it and they use it to actually to dye clothing.
Yeah. So what we would
I never heard of it before until they told me. So
I'll look at the tabbies. I didn't even pull up. I don't never say it right. But I don't know if y'all ever seen Be Cool having indigo. Yes, she got tons of it out there. It's just wild, but it's tons of it out there. But she had the only. Is it the only?
The only still standing tabbies, yeah.
Tabbies that are still standing. Let me see. They look just like this, and they are made of oyster shells. What's the name of this place? Got me cooking and I missed it. Asaba Allen. So I'll make sure I put it in the description. I'll make sure I link a couple of her books because she wrote a few books that
and
are
she got some YouTube videos.
Interesting. Yeah, and you can YouTube Sandy West, and she got a couple videos where she was singing with her niece. Pig roast videos because they do an annual pig roast on Asaba, usually in October. But it's a few videos from her talking there at the pig roast from her window upstairs. But most of the videos I think of other people talking. So oyster shells, yeah. So they built these little houses out of oyster shells. And actually, it's still people that talk about a lot of the things she did for them when they were growing up. People would say weird stuff, but that lady had a heart of gold. Like, I don't know what all she did back in the days other than lived her life, but she lived a great life. Indigo is easy to grow and so beautiful. Yes, yes, oyster shells and cement to make the cabins that would last a long time. Yep,
Well, they use the oyster shells and sand, right?
oyster shells and sand. That was it. What she They used to live in Savannah, and I think the house burned down when she was like 10. So her dad bought Asaba then, and they moved out there. So you know that was pretty much work with what you got, but that had to been a great life, and then to live 108 years, well, another 100 years or so, 98 years after moving out there, a great life. So people made sure she was taken care of. She lived every breath until it was done, happy and doing what she was supposed to do. Make me think, what am I doing with my life? Yes, yes. So they ground up the shells and it become like mortar. Yeah, because it's rock hard. Yeah. So that's all it is. And you can see like some of the bits and pieces of the oysters in the side in the house, inside out. So, and they standing real good with no help. But yeah, 2%. It make you think. It make you say, I can do better. We really don't have an excuse to be nasty or mean or selfish or sour. I call it sour because just because somebody may be that way to you and you give it back to them, that don't make it right. So in my mind, it's just let them be sour or bitter. Just say okay and walk away. You know, because if we live to see, this was a blessing for her to live to see 108. I was able to tell her happy birthday before she left this earth, and she was just as happy, smiling. She no struggling, no crying, no, like, so comfortable. And I have seen a lot of people leave this earth, but to be that comfortable, it make you think, I need to get my shit together. I got to do better in life. So, that's why I always say, look out for each other. Some people might be flipping out or in a bad mood, but who knows what they going through or what they've been through. Some things can be prevented, some things can't. So, just to have that peace of mind that I did all I could. So
that's why it's best if somebody got ill intentions towards you, just to keep your distance from them.
yeah,
And never try to mistreat somebody just because somebody did it to you, or you think they just a bad person. Just distance yourself from them.
yeah, that's it. Keep your distance so you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to block your blessings.
That's right.
That's what I say. Hey, who is there? Yes, Gullah Geechee. So I think that's where Queenie was from. Because I don't think Queenie, I think she was from the Gullah Geechee Island.
Mm-hmm.
So she had a good friend named Queenie. I think she was from the Gullah Geechee Island. But yes, she was ready to go. She was ready to go. And it was like she was waiting
For her birthday. Mm-hmm.
Because my husband said I fell asleep. I think it was maybe 11 something or so. Because what was weird to me was she did not want to eat. She did not want to drink. So our routine is always when I come in here in the morning, she usually get up, use the bathroom, eat. She might lay back down. And she wouldn't use she had used the bathroom on herself, first time ever. And I was like, you feel okay? She wouldn't say anything to me. So I said, oh, maybe she doesn't feel good.
Hello, Andale.
Hey,
What's
Andale,
up? Sunday backyard farm.
and Sunny. So I put her back in bed and I said, I never forced her to do anything. I said, at this age, 107, if you want to sleep all day, if you want to sit up and eat all day or sleep all day and we up all night, it's your world, whatever you want to do. But she wanted to sleep that day. She didn't talk, but she would watch me. Every now and then she would smile a little bit. And I was like, I said, well, I don't know. contact the family, and they were like, okay, you know, we'll see how this go. And I finally went to bed about 11 something that night. My husband got up and I jumped up, and he said, when he came back in the room, he said, she okay? You know, she just laying in bed, sleeping. Or so I came in and checked on her, and her favorite place, I mean, she liked to face this wall. So I got her straight in bed and turned her, and that was it. And I was like, but so calm, so peaceful. And I told her, I said, "It's your birthday,
Hello,
you know."
Bobby.
I said, "It's your birthday." They call me
We appreciate the
Sunshine.
thumbs up.
I said, "It's your birthday, and we are all okay. You do whatever you need to do, and it'll be okay." I turned her over. That was it. And in my mind, I was saying, "I can't believe it." I mean, in your mind, you think she's supposed to live forever because it's already been 108 years. So this can't be it. But man, when I say beautiful, like people always they say, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and I'm like, you know, it's nothing to be sorry about. She lived a beautiful life.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, like, she didn't have a relationship with nobody like she got had with her. Like, if she could sit there and ignore everybody, and so
Yes.
when she come in and say something to her, oh, sure.
She ignored she would she had one visitor that would come, and I would say, you know, our visitor coming today Sunday. She said, okay, and she would sit there the entire time.
Yeah.
And then soon as she say, well, okay, Lovey,
What's
I'm gonna
up,
go ahead,
microphone?
and leave and whatever, she perked right up and say, okay, sweetie pie. I'm like, what? You sat here and played sleep. So I said, oh, she know what she doing. It's okay. But long as I was sitting there by myself, she talk. And I would just talk back to her. One day he said something. The Friday before she passed, he said something to her. And he walked off and she said, what he say? I said, I think he was just telling you hello. She said, oh, okay.
Like she'll sit in the living room watching TV, and I'll be in there, and I speak to her every time I come in there, and I let her decide whether or not she want to talk to me that day. But you know, every now and then she'll sit there and she'll talk to me, and you know, the day she didn't, I just didn't worry about it. But
Mm-hmm.
talk to her every day, all day.
Yes, that was my girl. Hey, micro farmer. But hey, that just she loved animals. She loved plants. She pulled all of the lavender out of the pot. So that's why I'm planting lavender this year. Just, you know, just for her. She loved the scent of lavender. So, and you know, all the benefits we can get from lavender. So we gotta plant it again. But that woke me up a lot. My husband already was gardening. He loved his banana plants. We were playing with dragon fruit a little bit. And when she passed, it was like, okay, I was in this routine of get up, get Lovey straight, get the dog straight, you know, every day. Come right in here, sit, come in her room. And I would still, after she passed away, I was still coming in here. Finally, my husband closed the door, and I would, you know, try to remind myself, just keep pushing. It's going to be okay. And then one day I said, let me just get out here in the yard with him and see what this gardening is like. So fighting through
Homestead,
the
yeah, she definitely heard. She just didn't want to deal with a
oh
lot of
yeah,
people.
oh yeah, she definitely heard. She would say some days like when she was in the nursing home and we would tell her people were coming. She would wait until they leave and then she'd say, "Did I do good, honey?" Like, yeah, you did great. I mean, but sometimes she would be so perky and dancing and playing with everything and reaching. She thought our dog was a pig. She would call that dog. So she knew if that dog was out and walking around, she would be, come here, Lucky. So she knew what she wanted and what she didn't want. She knew when she wanted to be bothered and when she didn't. So,
Yeah, we turned the oldies on the TV, and we go dancing around the living room. She loved that.
yes, she
Like,
would be so tired. My husband would dance with her so long. She would be so tired leaning in her chair. And I say, aren't you tired? She said, this is wonderful. I'm like, girl, you barely sitting up, but I said, just let her be because, that was part of her happiness. So, yes, she knew I cared about her. I would, I miss her so much, but I'm so proud of the fact that she lived such a great life to where she didn't have to suffer. So, and I would tell her all the time, I'm so proud of you because I felt like what, she holding on for something, but I said, it's just not her time. But
And then the
yeah,
times where she would just thank you, like,
yes, out
yeah,
the blue.
yeah.
Thank you for all that you, when she would do that, oh, thank you for all that you are doing for me. And this is just so wonderful. I'm like, oh my God, is she going to leave us tonight or something? Why is she saying that? But that was just her. Miss Westcott recognizing good people.
Talk about you got a beautiful home, and we said they're thinking about her house. Like,
yeah,
we could put our whole house in your living room.
Remember, she used to always say about the living room, this is the most beautiful room, and I'm like, this room ain't even the size of your bathroom. But thank you anyway. My grandmother used to say, I'm old enough to do just as I please at 94. I didn't blame her. I would tell the girls, like, I don't care if she wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and want ice cream, get her ice cream because at this age she deserved to have whatever she want. She did not eat pork. Actually, she didn't eat meat for a long time. She did eat shellfish, things she could catch from the ocean, but she didn't eat pork.
Mm.
And I can remember the first time we took her to the Waffle
Gigi,
House.
Yeah, her living room was that big. It's humongous.
Her living room is huge.
Like
I can't even think of the square footage of what her ceilings are.
Yeah.
Whoa, like 3 stories high?
Yeah.
1, 2. We used to walk up 3 stories to get upstairs.
Yeah.
It's crazy big, but we'll show y'all. We're gonna put together a little video.
I mean her Jesus.
Crazy big.
Her hallway, man.
Her hallways were wide enough to fit.
Man. You probably could drive a car down it.
Yeah. You probably could.
Yeah, the thing.
Like,
it's
crazy.
Humongous.
Yes. Yes, 2%. That's exactly what we did. We took her to the Waffle House. She did smoke and she chewed. She snuffed, I think it was, long time ago. And she had her teeth. Well, she had teeth, but she had partials that she put in a napkin one day and put on the table, and they threw them in the trash. So she had no teeth for like the last 3 years of her life. And she would always say, "What happened to my teeth?" And it would just be like the front 4 teeth were missing, and all the rest she had. And I'd say, "What's wrong with your teeth?" She'd say, "They all busted." I'm like, goodness, what did you do to your teeth? But that was the only thing she was missing, those 4. But we exposed her to pork, took her to the Waffle House, and my other lady that I was taking care of gave her, me and one of the other girls were talking, and they gave her a piece of bacon. Miss Joanne gave Miss West the bacon, and she said, "Isn't it good, Grandma?" And Miss Joanne was like 98 at the time, and Miss West was 100 and something. "Isn't it good, Grandma?" And she was tearing that bacon up. Ever since then, it was on hot dogs, hamburger, anything she could eat. You give it to her, she was like, "I'm eating this, definitely bacon." And she loved her pigs. So, and we got pigs all over the room because she loved pigs. So she didn't know. I used to say, good thing she doesn't know where the bacon come from, because nobody got her new teeth. So I took her to the dentist to get her new teeth. She would not open her mouth for them to put that thing in to get the impression. She wasn't having it. So I was like, look, at this age, I mean, she don't need them. So at 108, she's one of those folks that nothing was gonna hurt. She kept natural and God. Exactly. She said, had that huge daddy house from Ann. She had a huge house. Yes. I mean, that thing was huge.
Yes. Huge.
Bacon is the gateway drug to pork. Let me tell you. I'm glad she didn't know that it was coming from a pig, because she loved her. She had a pet pig named Lucky. Lucky, I don't have a picture near me. Lucky was huge. She thought Nala was Lucky, so she would always call our dog her pig, but that thing was huge. It came in the house, hung around. I don't know if it slept in the house all the time. She always had dogs, horses, pigs, peacocks. I think she had monkeys. I mean, she loved her animals, so nothing was a no for her. She lived on an island, so why not? Hey, who go homestead? But
Yeah, she didn't. I mean, she from what they said, she didn't want the island developed. She didn't want it being messed with. Can you imagine what she could have done with an island like that, that beautiful, that secluded? But she loved nature so much that she didn't want it to be disturbed. So
yeah, it's a lot about the island, so that's why I gave y'all the name of it because you can actually look it up, and read all about Ossabaw Island. It's some things you can see on YouTube, but there are some pictures of the island and her on Google. So it's a very interesting story. I highly recommend anybody. Melissa loved dropping her channel. Melissa love her shout out. But I if you can ever go to Ossabaw Island, I would highly recommend it. Like you won't get the experience we got.
nah, I mean, when we went there, we had a beach to ourselves.
Yeah, yeah. We took a 5-year-old there for his birthday. Like, oh, I remember when I turned 5, I had a whole island to myself and a pan of macaroni and cheese. And so this is how you spell it, Andale. Ossabaw. There's a Gullah Geechee conference this year. So actually, they are having a birthday party in honor of her tonight. I can't remember. I think it's tonight at her foundation. I think her birthday party might have been tonight. Nope, it's Thursday. So they having a birthday party Thursday. So they do things, and they have a Ossabaw magazine that we get, and that is her house.
Yeah, that's her house there.
And that picture, we got a lot of pictures of me taking, and with the donkey behind me. But
it almost got the whole house in the picture. Then.
Almost do, but we got pictures of the whole house, so we'll do a little video.
I don't know. We got a picture of the whole, like
I think I do.
House. You do.
Mm-hmm. But we have a lot of pictures.
That's almost the whole house.
Now,
Junior, if you could see where that humongous window is,
yeah,
that's her living room, and it's one of the biggest
pieces of glass that was cut in the world.
Yeah, so
it's so thick.
Yeah, it's really thick. But that's a window to her living room. So from that door, all the way back, and then all the way the other end of the house, which is wide. It's a wide house.
And they'll live so close. And you would love this as a day trip. If you could get on, I'm gonna link the foundation too in this video. But if you can get a tour one day, you would love it. It looked like a castle. Yeah. It does.
I don't even think that thing do it justice. Like you can't really tell how big it is just by looking at the picture, but it's
I have huge. They had the Genesis project there a long time ago. She was not in a shack, not at all. Hey, simple stuff.
Well, her little getaway was a shack.
It was a shack.
Her little place that she had to go. The one where the big snake was.
Her little hideaway. We got a picture of it on the wall.
Oh yeah.
But I'll make sure we'll do a little video so y'all can see it. Let me tell you, that place is pure D magic. So
yeah, you won't want to leave.
Yeah.
Especially if you like nature and you like, to be away from all the fuss and fuss of the world.
Is her house a cabin? No. Is that what you asking Tiffany Q to you? Tent site. If it's tent site, I wouldn't stay in no tent. Alligators. One big word. Alligators. Tiffany Q to you. They do have a campsite for the hunters. Was it the
Was
Boy
it Boy
Scouts or
Scout?
somebody?
Yeah, I think
And the
they.
Genesis project had a campsite, but
Yeah,
uh,
the state of Georgia, the game wardens, what you call them?
DNR.
DNR.
Mhm.
They actually are over there full time, and they host like
It's one of
yeah one.
them.
And they host a hunt every so often. I don't know how you get it, be a part of it, but just to keep all
Yeah,
the hogs down.
yeah, Melissa. Was that pink pig or black? Which one? Her pig was black. We got a purple and pink one. Look, this was her favorite toy. I don't know if she thought that thing was passing gas or what, but she loved that pig.
What's up, Melissa
Hey,
Baring?
Melissa Berry. But that is life, nature, and serenity. Yes, she had a Hadaway, Andel. She had a Hadaway, and we only saw her Hadaway once. The cool thing about it is you had to know
Yeah,
about exactly where it was, drive close enough, get out of the truck, and pray that you walk in the right way to
yeah,
it.
yeah. Go through the woods
Walk through the woods.
for probably about 3 to 4 miles. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I got a picture of an alligator. I don't think you want to eat them because you don't want to have to wrestle with them. But that sucker is huge.
Mm.
So y'all made my dog look up with that pig. She loved that pig, but it stinks. I asked, oh, no cabins. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
A lot of that stuff without the family members or the friends with us, like you can't get that experience because you won't know
You don't
about that
know.
stuff
No, like the tours, they won't take you to her Hadaway.
because they don't know where it's at.
They don't know where it's at. That's her. She had a magical tree, and they said she would make them drop her off somewhere, and then come back and get me later. They had no clue as to where the tree was. So her grandson know a lot of her secret areas, but we walked up on her Hadaway. That was great. Alligator's great meat. Yeah, it's great meat. Yeah,
But
that'd have
I'm
been
sure
some
he
other
probably
fun.
think you great meat too if you get caught wrong.
So simple Southern reflection. She was her name is Sandy West. She was our roommate. She was the mama of the house, I guess. The
her,
grandma of the
her
house.
name was Eleanor.
Eleanor, yeah. We call her Sandy. Well, we call her Lovey, but for the most part, everybody call her Sandy. But her real name is Eleanor. Hello, amazing M&G. But she was an amazing lady. And today, 1 year ago, she decided to carry on her life to big and better places. So, hey, after 108 years here, she's seen it and been through it all. Like, she didn't tell us too many stories about life, what she went through or what she was doing, but you can only imagine it had to have been great. I mean, you know how you stump your toe or you do something to yourself and it's like, damn, what did I do to deserve that? She didn't have those days. Like no falling. Her last fall, she fell out of the bed, but she wasn't laying around crying. Oh, she had arthritis or something in her knee. No high blood pressure, no diabetes, no high cholesterol, no nothing. So
Yeah, I'm sure the life story is amazing, but it's only amazing to us. I'm
yeah,
sure it probably was just normal life for her and for her family and friends, but to us, I mean, from the outside looking in, and most people can't experience that kind of living. So
yeah,
it probably be amazing to most people.
yeah, yeah. I mean, to me, it was like, oh, that's my friend. So I know she does have an amazing backstory. That's why I say you'll do good looking up Asaba Island and reading about it because it's a lot of history there. Today is her death day or birthday, both. So the hood said she was born today, 1913, I think it was 13, 1913, 11713. And she passed away January 17th, 2021. So today she died 1 year ago on her 108th birthday. We all have a story. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. My thing is with her story is, how did she live her life? She took care of herself. She took care of other people, and she was nice to people. Probably people, no matter what, people were probably bitter and nasty to her sometime, and she probably just brushed it off and kept it moving.
Some people probably took advantage of her.
Yeah. Yep. So, and she just kept her head high and she did her thing. I was talking about earlier how um she fell out of the bed Halloween a couple years ago, and it was like, hey, she was happy as I don't know what with those two black eyes and that hematoma on her head. And I said, well, Lovey, let me let me clean your hair up some and so we can be pretty. And she said, okay. Well, she had no clue like that she just fell out of the bed. So she was just sitting up and let me wash her hair and laughing and joking. So what about the article, or was it written by them? So this article come out every month or so. I think it's come out every month. I can't keep up with it. But the foundation write this, and what they do is they go back and they talk about, different things on the island, things they have coming up, things that they have done. See, they do the indigo dyeing. That's what that is. No, go back over. Go up. Yeah, that's the indigo dyeing. They do that maybe a couple times a year. So this article just tell you, what's going on the island. Like they have a pig roast, yearly pig roast. So it just give you facts about the island. You can always look at Betsy. You can always request. I guess you can call or email. I would email Elizabeth. Elizabeth at osabaisland.org. I'll put it in the chat and request to be on her list, her mailing list. But they do a lot of little cute, fun things. They do take donations for the island. They have picture sales. They sell little pigs or little donkeys or something. Sometime it might be like $25 to donate or to sponsor a donkey or something. But it's all proceeds to help refurbish the house so they can do tours. But
then she how many books she wrote?
Lots. So I have. I couldn't get all. Oops. My dog probably thinks somebody's shooting at us. I only have 3 books here, but there are more. I just did not dig for them. I'm looking at Google about her. Yes, excellent life, right? Smash that like button. 108 years old. I'm sure she had magical tree, all right. Exactly, yeah. She had a magical life, so everything was magical about her. But these are the only books that I pulled off the shelf. I got her whole bookshelf still. So this book I love was pretty good. I think her and her best friend wrote that book. See it at the bottom. Elizabeth Poole and Eleanor West. Well, you have her books listed. I will list her books. This book is just a little book that she wrote. Maria Buzzingworth and William Rogers. It's just like a little kid book that she wrote. It don't have nothing. Yeah, that book she wrote, I think in the 70s. It's just like a kid's book, but it was a story she wrote, and it was for her son. I think his first pig or something she bought him. Ossabaw Island, and Fiske book. I'll link them all. I know this book you can buy at Walgreens most of the time. I mean, I don't know if it's just a Georgia thing or something, but this book is definitely on Amazon. The Lady Who Saved an Island. That is the story of Sandy West. You see who wrote that book? Jane was
Jane
just
wrote it.
here. Yeah. And the lady that wrote this book was just here dropping off eggnog that was some kind of good. Woo. She was so into walking around seeing all the plants. I'm like, so much fun. I think the publication is called, yeah, I will list her books for you. All I saw was piqued my curiosity. Yeah,
Oracle. Yeah.
trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. But hey, two black guys, yet you still can laugh. Look, when she woke up in the hospital, well, first she was fighting. They were like, "Oh, she fighting the paramedics." I said, "Yeah, she fighting the paramedics because she want to go to bed." Like y'all, she had already fallen out of the bed, and she went back to sleep. So now y'all waking her up in the floor to go to the hospital, and she want to go to bed. She just want to sleep. I said, she just want to sleep. Just get her to the hospital. I'll be there. So when I got to the hospital, I said, "Look, all right, Andale, thanks for stopping in." I said, "Look, I need a banana," what she called a binamo,
banana.
her binamo. I needed a binamo or some oatmeal or both, something to drink, her coffee preferably, and a toilet. And they were like, "Oh, we don't have toilets in the ER and blah blah this." And I'm like, "Look, I know she is like 105, 106, maybe 106 or so when she fell." And I said, "But she gonna have to use the bathroom. She gonna want to eat, and then she'll be happy." But they were thinking, well, she fell and she got this big old knot, and I understood that. But I said she doesn't understand. She did have Alzheimer's, so I can't just tell her, "Hey, you know, you fell and we in the hospital," because she didn't understand that. They found that pot and that food, and she got up, used the bathroom, and ate her food and went right on back to sleep. And they were like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." I said she do not use the bathroom on herself. She did not wear the pins, you know, she didn't even care for wearing panties. So I'm like, she ain't about to use the bathroom on. She is not messing her clothes up for y'all. Just bring her a toilet and we'll be all right. So she was good. She will holler. If she was in bed, she would call me. "You got a bathroom I could use?" So she knew, exactly. That's why I keep saying she lived a great life. Like, how many people can you think of in their hundreds that go to the bathroom faithfully? Like, wake up out of a deep sleep to go to the bathroom. Most of them, like, "Hey, I'm twice a child. I ain't going to no bathroom." Still trying to figure out why her name sounds familiar to me. You may have heard about her, Always Gardening, because she actually was born in Grosse Pointe, Michigan.
Michigan, yeah.
So she has been talked about all over the world. She was in Time Magazine. Time Magazine, I want to say. I think it was Time Magazine. So if you've heard about Asaba or some of these islands, barrier islands here in Georgia, you have definitely heard about um Asaba. So it could be that, she was well known in the world to a lot of people. So that may be why her name sounds so familiar. But she was so down to earth, like you could meet her and feel like, "Oh, I've been knowing this lady all my life." She may not talk to you, but she would definitely pat you on your leg or something and let you know, "Okay, you all right, just leave me alone." Hellgate going towards, I don't know. I haven't heard McAllister, Fort McAllister. Where's that?
That sounds familiar. Um, Delaware Creek. That's probably one of them islands on the way down there. I don't know.
I'm
It
not,
sounds
yeah.
familiar. It sounds familiar. I just don't know where it's at.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with a lot of the islands. I know,
Yeah, like because a lot of them. I mean, until we started getting boated down there, we didn't even know was
yeah,
there. So
yeah, like they could stand. We would stand in a field, and it would be water on both sides, and they say, "Oh, that's this island here, and that's this island there," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
mm,
Or is the water between her island and mainland?
ooh,
Is the
man,
water between her island and
you can't really see mainland from her
um
island.
no, but you could see some island from there, but it was like Sapelo. Was
Yes.
that Sapelo we could see?
I
I
think
think
so.
we could see Sapelo Island when we would go to the beach. But
Mhm.
if you look online, it'll tell you exactly what bodies of water run around. I was trying to see if I could find it right quick. But it'll tell you exactly what bodies of water.
And coming from what we did, if you don't know the water, it's probably not a good idea to drive.
Yeah. Y'all know that guy?
Jimmy Carter.
They said one year some I don't know what was going on, and I said something, and I kept saying Buddy, and they were like, "Who is Buddy?" And I'm like, "Oh, nobody know him by that." Her side, yes, she loved what. Let me tell you, we went to a birthday party a couple of years ago, and we took her. Oh my gosh, she was so funny. Remember we went to the coach's corner to Batman's birthday party? She was asking him, she was holding on to him because he picked her up and put her in the car. She was holding on to him, trying to get him to sit in her lap. That lady was so in love with him. So every chance I got, I would get him to go with us, take us out to eat, or hang out with us. But when we moved her here with us, it was like, hey, she would sit up at that table. We made apple pies together. She was trying to eat all the apples, but
And man, when it was banana harvesting time,
oh yeah,
oh, she loved the little bananas.
yeah. I still think about. I still think there was a museum and not her house. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's a museum.
her room, like she never really had to leave out. I think it was humongous.
Yeah,
So I mean, when you got 18 rooms in a house that all got bathrooms and humongous rooms, I mean, you can only imagine how big the house was.
that thing was huge. I know over, and I can't even think of this. Some of this stuff is
That dining
ancient.
room table was, ooh,
Yeah, you could fit like 30 people at the dining room table. Like, goodness.
probably more than that.
And the tile on the
Oh
fireplace
man,
in the
yeah,
dining room
beautiful. All
had
custom.
all custom handmade tile from Italy. It is so beautiful. I got a good picture of that one. But yeah, I'm not sure. Look at one of the gators. I'm not sure what bodies it sit between, but yeah, you can only get there by boat. I know that much, and you gotta know those waters, or you might be stuck there till days of thunder. So
Yeah, you run up on them sandbars and that's it. But
yes,
the people that take us, that they go there all the time, so
yeah,
they'll just zoom through it. And I'm like, why are you cutting all the way over there? Yeah, the water probably ain't up but 1 feet deep over there.
yeah.
So if you don't stay right here, you can probably run a lane. So,
We got those good oranges from there.
oh
She got
yeah,
a couple huge orange trees. Like her orange trees are so big, you gotta have a ladder to get to the oranges. Huge, and then you were still using a stick to knock them down and try not to knock all the juice out of them, which somebody was doing a good job of. But it's an amazing place. And all I can say is if you can get there, get there. Definitely keep your eye on those tours. I know Andale is close, but it's an awesome trip. It's a magical island.
I probably wouldn't go there unless you was invited though. But I'm sure there's some ways you can actually, you know, get access to it. But I don't know if I just pull up there
Pull up way.
on the island.
No, I said tours.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
I'm
sure.
just.
Yeah, you gotta. You can only. It's only accessible through the foundation now, so you have to do a tour to be able to get on the island. I mean, some people do because when we would go to the beach, sometimes it'd be people like way over yonder somehow. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't try it on my own because a storm will roll in so fast or anything. The tide go out, you just stuck. So it's not the place I would want to be stuck. Even in the car, in the truck, I did not want to be stuck in the woods. I wanted to be back home
Yeah.
in my house.
When you're talking about dark, it's
Dark.
dark. Like you ain't gonna see nothing.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is
think once
very
your
dark.
eyes get adjusted, you still won't see nothing.
Yeah, talk about blackout, but peaceful.
Yes.
Man, that place is peaceful. So it almost like I used to get this weird feeling every time we left that island. Like, dang, but it was getting. It's gonna get dark soon. It's like it's okay. So I ain't mind, but yeah, we just wanted to come on tonight and tell our girl happy birthday, happy heavenly birthday, and share a little bit of her story with y'all for the first time ever. So I can now quit saying my friend who passed on her 108th birthday. This was her attitude all the time. Legs crossed, kick back, like, yeah. So this is how you live. You take care of yourself, you take care of each other, and you have a good heart. And this is how you live. God will bless you no matter what somebody else try to do. God will bless you somehow. He will figure out how to weed through it. So 108 is a blessing for sure. Too busy to grow food. Would be too busy growing food and things to be bored. Exactly. Exactly.
Man, if I could just go hunting or grow my food every day for a living, that's all I have to do, I'd be in heaven. Heaven. Fish,
No,
oh,
no, no, no. You like to watch TV.
nah, I'd be good. I'd
You be
be
binge watching. You like, oh man, I need to go watch Netflix all day.
good.
You
I'd be
wouldn't.
good.
We wouldn't even have a TV.
I'd be fine.
Long as I got a boat to get back, I'd be good. I wish I could
Yeah.
be.
They were talking about, oh, we'll take y'all over there. Y'all could just stay. Like, we were like, I don't know about all that. It's not in there because I feel ghosts in here.
Put it into the universe what you want back. That's right. You treat people the way you want to be treated. You get what you give. So that is true. She showed me in real life that you get what you give. She lived a great life. It was like I felt like I owed her so much when it was over. I felt like I owed her so much. Like, let me do this, let me do that. And even like when people would come to the house, the corner came and whoever had to come, and I would still say, what do you want me to do? I didn't feel like I was so heartbreaking I couldn't do it. I hated to see her go, but I can't be selfish. And then all I can do is appreciate 108 years. So I was like, whatever I need to do, I'm gonna be strong and I'm gonna do it. And now I feel like I'm still doing what she would want me to do. Get out there with my husband and play in the dirt and get over this fear of bugs.
Yeah. I mean, life too short, and it's too precious to sit there and be angry, hateful, just nasty for no reason whatsoever. So, we keep those people out of our life, and
Yes.
we live in a natural, peaceful way. And that's, I mean, if y'all see us, y'all see our mentality. That's where it's coming from. So, we actually see things in the way that they should be, and we try to make the most out of our life, and it should be joyful. And
Yes.
anybody who's gonna take that joy away,
Got to go. That's why you come to Black's Tropical for peace and fun and dropping jokes and dropping links and all that good stuff.
finding
Give
friends
you that
and
life.
people
Fish,
that
hunt,
may
grow
be
little garden.
lifelong.
That's it, Homestead Aquarius. That is it. You know, that's all we trying to do. That's why this homestead life is like so amazing to me. I'm trying to learn everything I can learn. Now I'm excited about growing everything I can grow, especially with shed wars. Like this West will be here eating up some stuff. Like, hey, give me that sweet potato and give me 5 of them bananas. Man, she could put some bananas down. I thought she was feeding the bananas to the dog, but hey, ain't nothing over here but positive vibes. You know,
What time did the man go to the dentist? 2:30, Hurdy, too hurdy.
too hurting.
Okay, took a second.
Yes, they call me Sunshine. Gardening is my therapy. And let me tell you, I know some people you try to figure out, I wonder how they are off camera, or I wonder how they are in real life. You know, what you see is what you get out of us. I'm not a loose cannon. I ain't just out here in the streets thotting it up and what. I'm home cooking and cleaning and taking care of the animals and the plants to the best of my ability. And, you know, I'm doing exactly what you see me doing. And in real life, I am a very peaceful person. You know,
And just what you see, I mean, she's the personality. She's the person that you gonna probably like the best. You know, I'm a great person, but if I don't feel the need to talk to you, I probably won't.
yeah, he ain't gonna talk. I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I'm surprised that he is so in tune with YouTube, but I'm proud of him.
Well, I mean, I
He
haven't met.
doing his thing.
I met some decent, some
Hey,
good
tea
people.
time. I
And
still want some. I still want some cinnamon tea time.
unless I find a reason not to pull back from, you know, I'm okay with it.
But let me say that don't mean y'all ain't gonna have fun with us.
Oh,
Cause if
I'm
we
gonna have a ball.
if we gonna have fun, we gonna have fun.
Oh
Like
yeah, oh yeah. When we go out,
when
we
it's
go to
time to
have fun.
turn up.
We gonna have fun. Now, if you with us and you somebody that shouldn't be with us, we're gonna have fun without you. You could be there. It's just what it is. And, you
Yeah,
know, I'm the protector. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna divide the bag
yeah,
out, and I'm gonna say, babe, not for us. You know.
yeah. And I listen to him because you know I don't always see what he see, but that's what we mesh good because he equal out all of my minuses and vice versa. We complement each other and we keep it moving, but it's all peaceful, all greatness. So that's what we want to bring to all our subscribers. I mean, without y'all, Black's Tropical wouldn't be what Black's Tropical is.
Mhm.
So that's why we love spending time with y'all. We love letting y'all in on a little bit of our life. You know, for the most part, y'all see what we doing. So
Yeah, great like-minded people that we probably would have never met if it wasn't for YouTube. So I mean, we thankful for that also. We
yes,
having fun with it. We enjoying meeting great people, great personalities, people who got common interests like we have. But you know, like I said, without YouTube, it wouldn't be possible. So
yeah. Tiffany Cutie, she ate a banana every day in a cute way too. She would have her banana. She might be sitting on the potty with her legs crossed and her banana. I'm like, really? Them and get them little bananas. She was putting them things down so quick. I was like, you feeding the bananas to the dog? Nope. She was eating them. But yes, a banana a day. Her doctor came to see her a couple months ago. I said, well, he need to come because you know he been here, she been here, and we not going anywhere. And when he came, her vitals were perfect. He said, whatever you doing, keep doing it. I said, I'm careful about what I feed her because I don't want her to forget to chew and swallow. So I do try to give her soft foods now just because, you know, I don't want her to choke because we not going to no hospital. So he said, whatever you doing, you keep doing it. Her oxygen level was perfect. Blood pressure was perfect. Heart rate was strong. He said, whatever you doing, you keep doing it. This is how you continue to live. No stress, no excitement, no pushing, no pulling. She was great. So yeah. Opposites always attract. That's what they say. Unfortunately, no, I'm not from Mississippi. I know I'm a little country, I'm from Virginia, but I live in Georgia. I've gotten that question so many times. Are you from Mississippi, host? People always used to ask me, what part of Mississippi you from? I'm from Virginia originally. I moved here years ago. I just got this country talk with me. I don't know. But I definitely want to grow some cinnamon trees, cinnamon bush, cinnamon something. But y'all, it's that twang. It's that twang they call me, Sunshine.
Yeah, everybody talk about that twang.
That twang. So y'all, if you don't have any more questions about our Lovey Poo, I'd like to thank y'all for spending this time with us. We will definitely put a video together and put all the links that I can think of that you may need to these books, to the island, pay it a visit.
Yeah, please hit that like button before y'all leave today.
Make sure
We
y'all
will
give
appreciate
us a
it.
thumbs up. Let me see. We got some thumbs up.
No, we got some.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all very much.
Thank y'all for listening, Junior. Junior. Yeah. So we will not be live again until Friday. In the meanwhile, I'll keep researching my carrot cake.
And we probably release another weekly episode of the rabbits, the kits.
We got an episode of rabbits, and I will get my husband to put together us an Asaba video because we got tons of pictures. And other than that, we'll see y'all in these YouTube streets somewhere. I can't think of who live, when, where. So I don't know where to send y'all. Let me look right quick. I don't know if y'all want to go anywhere, but I know Whoop Whoop was live. Let's see, what am I doing? Who else is live tonight? Not him. Ariel is live, but I don't know how to drop her link, so I don't know, guys. Oh, Thorhaven Farms. Is he going live tonight? Y'all go check out Thorhaven. I think Thorhaven Farms is live. So, anyways, I appreciate y'all. Let me make sure we ain't missed nothing. Good night, everyone. If you can grow tropical fruit, you'll be able to grow cinnamon. Yes, I can grow cinnamon. Lady Cheryl is live. Y'all be good. Good night, everyone. Oh, okay. I'm definitely gonna get a cinnamon, Ronnie. We kind of passed them by last year when we saw them because they were little.
Yeah, they was tiny.
Yeah.
More mature looking tree.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We will see y'all at least Friday live here again at Black's Tropical. Y'all have a good day.
Peace.
Be safe.